loud? Okay. I'm gonna go off script for a second. Ms. Ha brought up that our senior year was 2 phases. That we were completely doing online learning in the beginning and we found a way to come back. And that is the result of the hard work of the administration, of the school, of the district, and of our teachers getting vaccinated and finding ways to socially distance inside the classrooms. So let's give it up for a huge round of applause that we're here today and that our senior year was 2 phases. That we found a way to come back. Good morning, family members, friends, teachers, coaches, staff, and the Granada High School Class of 2021. I need to give my parents a big thank you because they love me even when I failed a toddler-level ice skating class called Tiny Tots as a 12-year-old. And a special thank you to all the parents and guardians out there for the unconditional love and support. Let's give it up for a round of applause. Countless hours of hard work and planning have led to this very moment, one which we've all been waiting for through the past 4 years. We've planned the classes we'd have to take and the requirements we'd have to meet in order to apply to college, join the military, or enter a vocational school. But as the last year and a half has shown us, a lot of what affects us is completely outside the scope of our control. Who could have guessed that a chance event on the other side of the world would spark a global pandemic that has impacted each one of us? How could we have known that a virus would transform our academic experience, leading us to spend hours upon hours on our extremely reliable and easy-to-use platform known as Schoology, which we all know and love so much? The immense changes we've encountered boggle my mind. How can we plan when our lives are dominated by the butterfly effect, subject to perpetual randomness and a lack of control? It's easy to go down the rabbit hole of hypotheticals. Being in the right place at the right time can certainly alter the course of events in unforeseeable ways. Who knows? Maybe, because of a chance event a few years ago, one of us will become the next Elon Musk in a decade and obtain the power to manipulate Bitcoin prices with a tweet. The volatility of chance is fascinating. Who could have predicted that Mrs. Avila would take the pandemic as an opportunity to rise to TikTok stardom with 5 million views and counting? Or that we'd spend our mornings at the mercy of a constantly changing bell schedule? And on that note, teachers, sorry to those of you whose classes we've been late to. It was definitely because of schedule changes and bad internet, not at all because of senioritis or Tiger King. So Granada, I ask you, why should we try at all? Why should we try when things beyond our control, like chaos and randomness, impact us in unforeseeable ways? Why should we train, compete, and work in our athletics with scholarship aspirations when pandemic-related budget cuts force universities to shut down their athletic facilities? Why should we aim to create new businesses when lockdowns and regulations can force them out of existence? Why are we working hard today with hopes, dreams, and aspirations when we have no real grasp of what the future holds? What drives us? Granada, it is important that we understand that we should do the things we do because we want to do them. We are matadors! And in a world of unpredictable outcomes, we must do what brings us joy here and now. Because what we do in the present moment is the only thing we can do with absolute certainty. Because regardless of how the outcome may differ from our intent, we can look back and say with pride, we gave it everything we had and we enjoyed every second of it. And on that note, and I know this will sound like a total cliche, but think about the P in Granada pride, personal pride. I'd like to bring up 2 quotes by 2 of the most brilliant minds of the last 2,000 years. The first by Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The second by world-renowned philosopher, so profoundly impactful that he is known throughout the world by a single name, Drake. And I know when that hotline bling, sorry, wrong line. Never say that you regret something, because at one point in your life, you wanted it. And folks, I don't want to say that we don't have agency over our own lives as a result of the chaotic factors out there. We are in control, but only of our thoughts and actions at this very moment. So give it your all. Not because we're banking on the future, but because we love what we're doing and we're enjoying the present moment. Our true success isn't measured by the fact that we stand here today on the cusp of graduation. Our success is derived from the effort spent learning about thermodynamics and entropy during chemistry class, while also betting on the number of push-ups we could each do on the lab tables. Sorry, Miss Danino. The times when we created Pang-themed pajama pants, which I've nicknamed Pang-jamas. I call dibs on that trademark. When we successfully Zoom-bombed Mr. Martin. The time we spent discussing the driver's license tragedy of Olivia Rodrigo during sports practice. Our introduction to the vast musical spheres of heavy metal, EDM, and Darude during music challenges in calculus. That's right, Mr. Clifton. And that we somehow managed to learn, pass exams, win games, and grow through the subjects and activities we love, while also managing to have fun with all the highly academic stuff we've done. And so we owe our teachers, coaches, mentors, and school staff and administration a huge round of applause for their support through the years and for the memories we've created with them. As Mr. Scheffler often likes to point out, the Big Bang itself may have been an event that occurred purely due to chance. So play your lives on house money. Each and every graduate has a unique and incredibly important purpose in this world, and I implore each of you to live with zeal and passion, knowing that you are being true to your North Star and enjoying the moment. Last spring, our 2 weeks off became a month, which became the rest of the school year, which turned into 2 trimesters this school year. But we forged onwards, despite not knowing if a vaccine would ever be approved, when exactly we'd be going back to school, and if we'd ever get to come see Granada again. And the reason we moved forward was because we found a way to appreciate the things we took for granted in the present moment, like the effort our teachers put into teaching us, or the friendships that we somehow learned to maintain over Zoom. And only because of this are we standing here today, on this cusp of graduation, looking forward to entering college or the military or vocational school in person, something that would have been impossible a year ago today. To my family, friends, teachers, and most of all, my fellow classmates, it has been the honor of my life to address you today. Congratulations, Matadors. Stay classy and enjoy the journey.
For our third speaker, please welcome